Greetings, family and friends. Welcome to my channel. I'm JP Watkins. This is Personal Gov. This is where you come for food for your mind and motivation for your soul. And today's topic is going to be learning how to deal with insecurities and envies. Oh yeah. Now this is a hot topic. This is something that many of us can definitely identify with. We may not admit it, but it's something that I see a lot of people wrestling with. So a lot of your haters, a lot of your trolls, and a lot of your critics, you'd be surprised. Sometimes people are coming from a place, hey, it's just their profession. Hey, I'm a social critic. I'm a cultural critic, whatever. I'm a hip hop critic. You know, sometimes people, hey, it's just their chosen profession. And that's what they get paid to do. But for other people, you know what? It's envy. They see something in you that they resent, that they don't have in themselves. Or they haven't took the time to develop and honor their own inner abilities. They haven't took the time to polish their own gifts, you know, and tighten up their own talents. Ain't that something? And you look at somebody and you envy other people. You know, somebody, they've been married for 20 years. And you envy that because you're sitting around being bitter and being lonely and being bossy. Instead of saying, hey, you know what? Invite people to the table. You see somebody that's more successful to you, hey, offer to take them out to lunch. Pick their brain. Say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I seen you speak at that such and such. I was thoroughly impressed. I would love to take you out to lunch and just, you know, pick your brains about how did you become so successful? What's some of your secrets? What's some of the things, some of your philosophies? You see, so a lot of times we can reach out to people, especially now with marketing media, or better known as social media. Hey, we can reach out now to people. Before, you may not have been able to had to go through all this. Hey, you can DM somebody, PM somebody, give them a private message and reach out and say, hey, I like this. I like what you do and how you do it. And I love to learn how that I can be a part of that process, be part of your organization, do a little homework, do a little research. But to sit on the sideline and be hateful and be resentful and be envious and be jealous because of your insecurities, or to even let those things develop into insecurities. So yeah, envy is insidious, and it's a disease of the heart, and it's something that sometimes we don't even see ourselves. Sometimes we may think that, oh, I'm just telling you, I'm just trying to come from a place of love. I'm just trying to help you out. You know, so you see somebody having these high aspirations. They are overachiever. They want to go get a doctorate degree in this. They want to be a nationally known public speaker. They want to do all these high aspirations. And you say, hey, but hold on. Why? Why you want to do all that? Why? Just go get your 9 to 5 and be happy. Hey, maybe that's what you want to do. Or maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you want to do something similar, but you've given up on yourself. So now you're essentially trying to convince other people to give up on themselves and to give up on tightening up their talents and polishing up their gifts and going out there and letting their gift make room for them. So a lot of times we can learn from other people. I remember when I was younger, I would spend hours upon hours. And some of my closest friends, shout out to my homeboy G Double, shout out to my little brother Cliff. They've seen me. G Double, to his credit, you know, never laughed me out, never whatever. And I remember I called, hey, you know, we had this thing he's called, you know, his baritone. Like, you know, Teddy Pendergrass is one of my earliest inspirations, and I wanted to be able to sing. I didn't want to be able to sing. I want to be able to sing. And Teddy Pendergrass was that archetype of vocalist that I was younger and I just didn't have that natural giving gift, but I did emulate. And then it was Luther that kept me in the game. So I would listen over and over, you know, and I just listen over and over. And I just remember at some point in time, I started to pick up different things. I'd be like, oh, okay. Love will be better than ever the second time around. Ooh, yeah. So then I learned I could do, you know what? I learned how he did his things, how he did different things with his voice. Say, yeah. Okay. And I was like, oh, nice. But then I would listen to the muscularity, how Gerald Levert, which would emulate his dad, Eddie Levert, from the OJs, they would have this deep, rich, muscular voice. They would sing inward, you know? Baby, and baby, I just can't break free. This thing is killing me. I must like it. Right? So, what you hearing now, some people say, oh man, you just always could sing, or you still can't sing, right? That's all right. But I'm comfortable with myself to understand that I can't be everything for everybody. Some people gonna hear that and say, hey, that sounds pretty good, hey, you know. And then some people gonna say, oh man, you always can sing. Don't give me that, man. You know, either you can sing or you can't. But hey, my closest family and friends know that I put in thousands of hours. When other people were out kicking it, partying, I would literally be in a hot closet, and I'm showing my age here, with a cassette player, listening to the music, listening to songs over and over, because I wanted to be the new, the latest, you know, Teddy Pendergrass. I wanted to be a newer, you know, younger version of Teddy Pendergrass. So like when Johnny Gill came along, I was like, wow, this is it. And I wanted to have that extra element of that high pitch, that tenor, you know. So I would listen to Dennis Edwards. I would listen hours. Girl, if you ever find someone you love more than me, right? But I put in time. But what am I getting at? I didn't envy them. I never envied them. I never said, man, I want to be him. I want to be Teddy Pendergrass. I want to be Luther. No. I always wanted to be me. I just wanted to adopt and adapt different things, learn different musical, vocal techniques from them. So even though I use that whole musical thing, hey, guess what? It's other things. You may see somebody that's a great speaker, great presenter. You may watch Dr. Cornel West, Dr. Eric Dyson. You may watch Minister Louis Farrakhan. You may watch Eric Thomas. You may watch Les Brown, like, man, look at how they work the crowd. You may watch Steve Harvey. You may watch D.L. Hughley with his political, analytical ability. You know, you may watch a number of people and see how they work the crowd. You know, whether you're talking about Eddie Griffin, whether you're talking about Dave Chappelle. The list is long. Eddie Murphy, you know? They learn that. So for some of these people, it's a more natural ability than others. For other people, you could tell they work hard. You know, some people say, hey, you know, he was just an average person. But he took it, he polished off his gift, and he used his tenacity where he didn't have that natural talent. He used tenacity. Hey, you know what? I'm just going to push through it. I'm going to look at other people. I'm going to emulate. I'm going to, you know, look at somebody like Chris Rock. You know, just hard work. Well, you got some people, they just natural, the tone of their voice. They just funny. A Richard Pryor, everybody ain't going to shine at the level of a Richard Pryor, right? Everybody ain't going to be the heir apparent of Richard Pryor. He was a comedic genius. His physical comedy, like Jim Carrey, right? He was gifted with his Fire Marshal Bill and his facial expressions and the different stuff on the mask. He just got a gift to make people laugh with his physical comedy. That's something that you can't develop to a degree, but a lot of that's gift. He just polished it. He just tightened up his talent. So what am I getting at? You don't have to envy nobody, because just like a seed, if you pick a seed up off the table, if that seed is going to be a pinto bean, if it's going to flourish and flower into a pinto bean, everything that seed needs is inside it. Now it needs to be planted in the right environment. It does need some sunlight and some soil. But guess what? So do you. Everything that you become is already inside you. You have a unique gift that only you can give to the broader society. And far as insecurities, what you insecure for? You think that other people don't have fears? I see it all the time with the young ladies. Oh, I wish my thighs were smaller. Oh, I wish my butt was bigger. And now here we are objectifying ourselves. And then we spend so much time being sexy. And then we get frustrated when men only want sex. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't be able to dress. You can dress however you want to. You can put on whatever you want to. You just got to understand that men, they're driven a certain way. And when you pull out your weaponry, your adornments, because you have this beautiful, this fine form, hey, you just got to understand that a lot of men, we aren't sophisticated enough. We're not mature enough to appreciate the divine being that you are. And we got to learn. We get more mature. And as we get more mature and we get exposed to other eldermen, to other people to teach us to be more polished, to teach us to be more respectful. But once you see how great you are, you don't have to be insecure just because you don't have these thick lips, because you don't have this you ain't super thin or you ain't super thick. Once you get to really loving you, you don't have to be insecure, especially not over no physical stuff. Once you get to really loving you and know who you are, know your essence, your greatness from the inside out, wow, you ain't got to be insecure. And if you're dealing with somebody that's trying to chop you down, that's trying to beat you down instead of build you up, well, once again, you got to get back to who you are. You get somebody, oh, you can't do no better than me. I'm the best thing you ever going to have. I'm the best man you ever going to be with. The same thing is on the flip side, fellas. If you're dealing with a chick, hey, look, I'm a dime plus piece. You dealing with a quarter. I ain't no dime, I'm a quarter. You ain't going to never do nothing like, hey, look, guess what? Stop that. If you got somebody that's trying to chop you down, you need to visit that. You need to deal with that. Anybody that's not helping expand who you are, anybody that's trying to reduce you, trying to shrink you, trying to chop you down, trying to beat you down mentally and spiritually and intellectually or otherwise, they're not good for your soul. They're not good for your future. So maybe y'all had a history, but let it be just that. History. Put it under your feet and bless them. You ain't got to get into that negative spirit. Oh, F you, forget you. No. You know what? I bless you. I love you. I release you. I wish you the best. But we can't go no further. Well, that's my time for today. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. That's my time. Persist, believe, and achieve.